Welcome back to this Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is Dapper, and this time we're going to be finishing the Spirit Temple. So let's just jump right into it. Now that we got the mirror shield, the rest of the temple is opened up to us. Now, what can we do with the mirror shield that we couldn't do with the Hylian shield? Well, for one thing, likes cannot eat the mirror shield. For another, we can shine light on these suns that are on the wall or on the mirror around the Spirit Temple. There are switches that do various things depending on which one it is. In this case, it opens up this room that this chest is in that contains a small key. So that's very nice, and now that we have that shiny new key, we can go back in here and back in this door, and we can finally go in this room. This room is deceptively simple. First things first, we destroy these Beamos, pick up these bombs. Now, this wall makes you think you have to climb up it, timing your climbs to where the wall shifts, but nope. All you have to do, point your long shot at the top, shoot, climb up. More Beamos at the top that we can kill just for fun. And pick up the bombs, and we're through. Now, in here we have another Triforce symbol on the ground, which by now you should know how to handle it. That opens up that door, so we go in here and there's some torch slugs. Now I'm going to show you something that I actually forgot to show in the Fire Temple. If you use the Megaton Hammer on these torch slugs, they actually flip over. Just a little fun fact that I don't see utilized a lot. Now that didn't open up that chest, which you can already tell has the boss key in it. So obviously we have to hit that switch. Obviously there's something else we have to look for in the room, so these doors fall down, so obviously there's got to be something behind one of them. We look around for a minute. You can see as soon as they start to wiggle what's behind them. It's got to be behind this one. Yep, there's an eye switch. So that's how you do that. Then you shoot up to this, jump over to the switch, land on it, jump down. There's the boss key. Now that we got the boss key in hand, whenever we get to the boss room, we'll be ready to go right in and deal with that. That comes flying at you, that comes flying at you. Climb down here. Something I probably forgot to mention is that those pots will attack you at whatever altitude you're at when you enter their range. So if you're up really high when you come into their range, they'll attack way above where you land. So keep that in mind. Now, the only way to get through this door is obviously going to be this switch, the only thing you can do because there's no light to hit that sun. So luckily your sword in this game can pass right through the bars to hit that switch. Interesting, they took advantage of that in this game. And here you deal with this Lizalfos, get it out of the way, it drops a rupee. You see there's a sun switch up there. You know what to do with those already. If I can get in the right position. It makes it sound like you did something wrong, but when you open it up, it gives you more bombs. In here, there are 3 of these new enemies called bubbles, which why they saved the regular bubbles for this late in the game when all the other kind of bubbles have already been introduced. I don't know why they did that, but you know, it is what it is. Now, I heard about something recently that I want to try out.
Future me popping in here real quick to point out that I found out since doing this episode that what I'm trying to do here doesn't work if you're trying to do it as an adult.
Let's see if this works. Okay. Not exactly as I had heard, but whatever. I had heard recently that the crouch stab kept the properties of whatever attack you last used, and maybe it doesn't count with bombs. I don't know. But the whole point of coming in here was to adjust these mirrors so they point through those bars. So, pot attacks me again. I jump in here. Since I landed between those chains, those pots couldn't attack me. Alright, now we can shine the light on this sun switch. Now, there's not really any indication that you're supposed to do this, and I don't know how this works, really. Like, it doesn't make any sense in my mind, but what you do here is you have to shine the sunlight on the sand. And if anyone can really explain the science behind that to me, I would really appreciate that. But that's what you have to do. After that, you have to hookshot. Excuse me. Hookshot over to this. There's the boss room. So I believe we're about as ready as we're gonna get. So let's go inside.
Looks like someone is here, Kobe. Looks like it, Kotake. What an outrageous fellow he is to intrude so boldly into our temple. We should teach this outrageous fellow a lesson. A loyal minion. Destroy this intruder on our behalf.
Alright, so we get another Iron Knuckle battle. And basically you deal with this one the same way you deal with any other. Oh crap! I did not mean to get hit there. Alright. Alright. And that's all she wrote there. The armor comes off of this Iron Knuckle. And it was Nabooru in there.
Where am I?
Well, well. Looks like she's back to normal, Kume. She's just a little girl, but she commands a lot of respect among the Gerudo, Kotake. Maybe we should make her work for the Great Ganondorf for a little while longer. Oh, then we should brainwash her again.
Alright, let's go. Let's move on to fight the witches and get this over with. Because I probably have mentioned this in the past, but this battle is probably going to be the one that I lose. And this is going to be the most difficult one for me, more than likely.
Look at that stupid kid. He came on his own to offer himself as a sacrifice to the Great Ganondorf. With my flame, I will burn him to the bone. With my frost, I will freeze him to his soul.
Alright. Here goes nothing. So, my usual strategy, I basically try different things, but I always end up in the corner like this, with my shield like this, waiting for one of them to do that, and reflecting their magic on them, because we were given the answer to this quite some time ago. In fact, it was the owl that told us to do this. This is going really well, surprisingly. But yeah, if you remember back when we finished the kid portion of the Spirit Temple, the owl told us to reflect the witch's magic back at them. He meant reflect flame at frost and reflect frost at flame. But yeah, this is usually what I end up doing, and I highly recommend not having the switch targeting mode turned on in this battle, because Z targeting or L targeting or what have you can be a bad thing in this battle. It can end up getting you killed because you end up switching between them and not untargeting them. There we go. Come on, let that be. Yes!
Okay, let's get serious now, Kotake. Okay, Kume. Kotake, Kume's double dynamite attack.
Okay, so phase 2 of this battle. Now, Z targeting is essential. What you do is you absorb 3 of the same type of magic into your shield. This is the only time that the mirror shield absorbs magic. You absorb either 3 fire or 3 ice. And you shoot it back at her. Then you jump across and attack her with your sword. And repeat ad nauseum. Sometimes she'll change up her pattern. Crap! What was that? Okay. Ice. See? The last one she used was fire. Now she's using ice. So you'll get a second to dodge and see what type she uses before she throws. See, I've absorbed one ice and she's using fire right now. So I gotta dodge until she uses ice again. But I could have thrown fire at her there. She used 3 fire in a row. There's another ice. Now I gotta wait for her to use ice again. There's ice. So she's down. I attack her again. That's all she wrote.
Shoot, what a fresh kid. This time we'll get serious, right, Kotake? What? Hey, Kume, what is that above your head? I don't know, but you have one over your head too, Kotake. But I'm only 400 years old, and I'm just 380 years old. We're twins. Don't try to lie about your age. You must have gone senile. Who are you calling senile? Is that how you treat your older sibling? We are twins. How can you be older? Ah, how heartless you are. You so ungrateful. You're heartless. You ungrateful. I'll come back to haunt you.
And there you have it. Spirit Temple completed. We grab this heart container. That's the last one. We have completed our collection of heart containers. So all there is left to do in the Spirit Temple is just jump into the portal.
Kid, let me thank you. Look what the little kid has become in the past 7 years. A competent swordsman. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do his evil will. But isn't it funny that a person like me could turn out to be the Sage of Spirit? And now, I'm going to fight them as one of the 6 sages. I'm going to pay them back for what they did to me. Kid. No, Link, the hero of time. Instead of keeping the promise I made back then, I give you this medallion. Take it.
And that's the last medallion. We've got all the sages, all the medallions. That's it.
If only I knew you would become such a handsome man. I should have kept the promise I made back then.
Link, the hero. Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. The time for the final showdown with the King of Evil has come. Before that, though, you should meet the one who's waiting for you. The one who's waiting for you at the Temple of Time. Ominous. Okay. So, that completes everything we have left to do, except one thing. We have collected all of the pieces of heart. We have collected all the pieces of heart. We have collected all of the Skulltulas except one. We have all of the upgrades. We've done all of the dungeons. We are ready to right now take on Ganondorf. We have one thing left to do before that, and we will do that in the next episode. See you guys then.